Good afternoon, world. It's coming to 4 o'clock. No, it's 4 o'clock right now, right? 3:57. I just got back from my shift at Denty's today. Today was pretty busy. Yeah, and Reza called me, texted me. Yeah, I thought I was off tomorrow. He's like, Ivan, you work tomorrow and you work Friday. I'm like, fuck. I work again. What, like, no, this week I work 5 days. 5 days. I got Monday off, so I can't complain. I make more money, right? I make more money. Yeah. I got my shifts back at Go 40, so now I make my 600, 650, close to $700 at Go 40. And I make my 350 at Dinty. So I'm pulling in my 900 to $1,000 every 2 weeks working both jobs. Well, I gotta start saving my money. I keep blowing my money, man. I blow all my money, yeah. Obviously. I blow all my money. I made an egg sandwich on the eggs are boiling in a good, like, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes. I'm going to go upstairs and make my sandwich. Because I didn't eat anything all day, right? I had my Dinty's food, but, like, I didn't eat anything in the morning. No, in the morning I had donuts. I had 2 donuts. And that's it. I'm hungry, so it's like, I mean, I was going to get slices, but I'm like, I'm not going to waste my money on slices when I have my Dinty's food. I'll just make food at home. It's cheaper. It doesn't cost me any money, right? Yeah, for this video, I'll have maybe 4 smokes during the video. Then the rest of it, I'm going to have to smoke it outside because the folks are going to give me shit. I smoke too much, right? Remember how before I was like chain smoking every like 8-10 minutes? Yeah, I can't do that. I have to go outside and have my smoke. Otherwise, the folks are going to give me shit. Yeah, man. I'll have one now. One smoke now. I have 1 beer from yesterday. I'll have my beer. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 4 or 5 more years of this dishwashing shit, man. I'm done, man. I'm sick and tired of being a poor bum dishwasher who I work my ass off for shitty money, man. Like $900 is not bad for someone who isn't paying you rent, but if I had to pay rent, I would have like no money for myself. Yeah. Because the gates lock the doors on me, man. That's why God had to give you the keys. I know you don't like the keys and you trip and everything. I wouldn't hate you with the keys. God gave you the keys, that way you can open your own door and you can. He also gave me a gift. Okay, I gave you the keys, you can open your own door easily. You have to find a way to own something. You have to own something. And I'm like, okay, I wrote Xanus. I figured out, yeah, my Xanus book. If I write that, I own the rights to it. I have the keys. That's blatant for me and VJ. Because VJ got duped. I did not get duped. Even though VJ's rich and she's living the multi-million life, obviously, she got duped by the gates. She's sold out to the Hollywood system. And she's rich, obviously. Yeah. The only good thing that VJ has over me is that she has money. Like, VJ has enough money to pay her bills and travel around the world and get nice cars. Whereas I can't afford shit. I work minimum wage. You see the difference. VJ's in Hollywood, she's rich, but her career is sabotage and her keys are useless. Ivan didn't sell. He's free. I'm free. I have my freedom, obviously. But because he didn't sell, he's poor. He's a poor dishwasher. But his keys are worth a lot. I didn't sell to the gates. Yeah, my keys are worth a lot. I open my video on YouTube. I have no views, but the whole world's tuning in because I have the keys. Whereas VJ, she makes videos and videos of her get uploaded on YouTube and everything. The whole world watches it, but she doesn't get the views because the gates lock the doors on her. They control her money, and they say I don't want VJ sabotage her stats and everything. They have to listen. They sabotage her stats and everything. They won't let her make her money. They'll let her make a little bit of money, but not like the money that she's supposed to be making, right? VJ should be a multi-billionaire worth like around or $5, $6, $7 billion in Hollywood. VJ is supposed to be the most wealthiest celebrity in Hollywood, man. She's God. She's bigger. VJ's bigger than Taylor Swift. She's bigger than Kim Kardashian. She's much bigger than all those women, man. She's Anne. Yeah, but the gates betrayed her and they locked the doors on her. But they'll let her make money. At least they let her make money and she has millions in her account. Whereas I'm fucking poor. I can't afford to even pay my bills. I'm fucking poor. So I'm saying, huh? This light is not working. Yeah. I wrote my Amazing Xanus book, my masterpiece. I own the rights to that. I have the keys. I'll sell the keys. That's billions for me and VJ. As I did it, right? Yeah. You're welcome, VJ. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. How much money do you think you make off your book, Ivan? 10 to 20 billion, because my book is in English. Only the English-speaking people in the world will buy it. The people who understand, the people who are the people who speak English as their first language, they're gonna buy it, and the people who speak English but it's not their first language, you understand it well enough, they'll buy it. So if someone speaks English as a second, third language, and they understand it enough, they'll buy my book. Whereas the ones who don't speak English are not gonna buy it. They don't understand it. Yeah. But if everyone in the world buys my book, I'll be pulling in my like 80, 90, 100 billion off the book. If all like 7+ billion people buy my book, I'm going to make my 90, 80, 100 billion off the book. Which is not going to happen. Not everyone will buy it. Because a lot of people are going to share the file, and only the English speaking will buy it. There's only 1.35 English speaking people in the world. So chances are you're looking at 800, 700 million, 650 million copies sold. I pull in my 10, my 14, my 18, my 20. Maybe 20 billion off the book. I think 10 to 14, but I might make my 20. I'm saying. He's like, Ivan, how much money did you make off your book, by the way? I'm like, you want to know? Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, I made my 20 billion. You made $20 billion off your book? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit. She's shocked. Because Vijay doesn't know what it's like to have that kind of money, man. She's rich, but she's not a billionaire, right? She doesn't know what it's like to have that kind of money. Some sound? Yeah, man. Vijay doesn't know what it's like to have that kind of money. That's why she what? She'll be shocked. You made $20 billion off your book, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money, Ivan. Yeah, I know. Ivan, we can achieve our dream and start that film studio. Yeah, we can start that film studio. Yeah. We pay the Hollywood actors their millions, more than what they make in Hollywood, and we can fund the movies with our own cash. Fund Xanus for $1.8 million. And fund the game too. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. So you're not selling to the gates? No, I'm not selling to the gates. If I sell to the gates, they're going to destroy my life. I'm going to be miserable, man. I'm going to have a miserable life. Fucking people every day. You fucking crazy? Sharing with a garbage wife and having you take all my money? Me and Vijay don't get our freedom. We're dirty slaves in the Hollywood system. And the Hollywood companies are taking out my money and giving me Vijay the peanuts. Even if the gates open the door for me and I'm a big, powerful AS acting, they're still duping me. They're taking all the billions and giving me the peanuts. Because if I sell, the gates Hollywood companies now control my my money. Me and Vijay's money. And the gates will never let me be a billionaire. To consume their equity. They might let me be worth maybe my 100, 200 million, but not my billions. Because they haven't everything. They don't want me being that rich, living that multi-billion life with VJ. That's why what? I'm not gonna let them do that. No way. You do VJ, I'm not gonna let you do me, man. You think I'm stupid? My wife sold out, she's only worth $12 million and she has the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, you duped her. And you're also gonna dupe me if I saw. I'm not an idiot, man. I figured it out. You have your psychotic envy and your greed towards me and VJ. Yeah, I figured out. I'm not an idiot, man. So Sarah. I'm not an idiot. I have the keys. I don't have to sell to you. God gave me the keys. That's why I don't have to sell to you, and that way you don't dupe me. I can make my billions off my book, and the gates don't touch my money. The money off the Zane's book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. It's our brand, not yours. Don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? And what? You're not touching a dime off my money. You won't let me touch your money. You're not touching a dime off my money either. Off my book. Yeah, there you go. Fucking selfish, man. Yeah, Ivan's not touching a dime out of money. Keep him poor. Saying how I don't want to be with VJ, but like when he pours his blood, sweat, and tears into his book because we outdoors and we want to control his brand too. They're fucking selfish people. I'm not gonna let you do that. No way. You won't let me touch your money. You're not touching the dime of my book royalties either. It's my money, not yours. I have the keys. I can open my own door. I don't have to sell to you. So I'm saying, huh? That money's for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah, a greedy psychopath. You're a greedy pig and you're a greedy psychopath, man. You have your trillion, your tens of trillions, your mag. You make your trillions every year around the world, all the money in the world, and you also want to control my billions on my money. You're crazy, man. You're not touching a dime, but that money's for me and my wife. It's not for you. So I'm saying, I'm gonna go upstairs and make my sandwich, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. So they know it's a big brand. Yeah, they know it's a big brand. My Xanus brand is huge. More popular than Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. Amen. More popular than Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. You know, Ivan's book will be more popular than Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Game of Thrones. Yes, it will. Be a very popular book, man. Yeah, man, very popular. And because I insulted the gates, that means the movie rights, game rights, and merchandise rights are mine. Me and VJs, we control all that. We own the rights to all that, and then all that money goes to us. The gates don't touch it. Because I insulted the gates. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. So, Sarah? Well, the gates scare you? Yeah, they will. They're going to do their very best to scare me, to get me to sell and share, but even then I say no. I know it's scary to die. I'd rather wake up 1 minute later and have you do that, man. No way. I'm not going to share with a garbage wife and have you destroy my life like that, man. No way, man. Yeah. Because the gates are consumed with their envy. They want to destroy my life. Yeah, I don't want Ivan controlling his own money being king. I don't want him getting genetic person VJ. I'm getting VJ off himself. I want to destroy his life. I want to destroy his life personally with his wife and destroy his life financially too. I don't want him being successful multi-billionaire. I don't want him getting the genetic perks with VJ. That's why they want me to sell. They know if I sell, I don't get the glowing beauty with VJ. VJ's garbage and trash. I don't get it fresh. I don't get it out to myself. My relationship was destroyed. And they take all my money and give me VJ the peanuts in Hollywood. Yeah, being in Hollywood is cool, a little bit cool. Being featured on Jimmy Fallon and all stuff. But I also want my freedom. I don't want to sell it to the Hollywood system. I want to be free. I want to get my freedom with VJ. That's why I gave me the keys, so I can get my freedom. And my wife, I'll fresh myself, and I can control my own money, own my own brand. I can start my own film studio, burn the Hollywood companies. Why the fuck would I sell? The billions I make off the book, the 10, the 14, 20 million off the book, I can easily start my own film studio, burn the Hollywood companies, and sign that mega deal with Amazon and control my own box office and get all the chosen Hollywood actors out of the Hollywood system. And I pay them their millions and they work for me. Yeah, why the fuck would I sell? Like, duh. Sarah? I'm gonna go make my food now, and I got like 3 minutes. I'll go upstairs and get my food. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, man. Samsara? That's why what? I'm not selling. There you go. The rights off the Zane's book is mine, it's not yours. Samsara? Will it be scary when they threaten you? Yeah, well, I don't know. One guy pulls out a shotgun, one guy pulls out a handgun, and the gates are like, man, we're not fucking around, man. Either you bow to us or you suffer the consequences, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? So the way you speak, you act like as if you're the creator of the universe. You're not God. You didn't create this place, man. I'm like, no, I'm not selling to you, man. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not selling to you. I tell them that I'm brave. Okay, Ivan, you made your choice. You're gonna pay for this. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's my fate. And once I actually know that's my fate, they're not joking around. It becomes a nightmare for Ivan, man. I cry. I rip down tears, man. My stepmother's like, yeah, Ivan, if you wanna see your wife, you gotta fuck me, man. You gotta give it to me. And also, I'm like, holy shit, these guys are wicked. I'm like, I don't want to do that. The day I do it, I cry. I'm like, I don't want to do it, man. It's gonna fuck me up psychologically. You know what I'm saying? My stepmother's like, you have to do it. If you don't do it, you're never gonna see your wife. Holy shit, this woman is a devil, man. She's fucking wicked, yeah. And I end up doing it, man. And once I do it, I now have memory of fucking my own stepmother. It's gonna fuck me up psychologically, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why, if you think for 1 second after putting me through that, man, I'm gonna save you when I'm getting. You're crazy, man. I'm piecing the fuck. I'm taking my way. I'm taking my way. I'm piecing out. The families get what they deserve. They're gonna be left behind. I'm not gonna be saved. There they go. They're wicked people, man. That's the symbols in the Bible. You have Jesus and you have the devil. Yeah, Jesus is symbols of me. I'm a good holy man, and the gates are wicked. They're evil people. That's the symbolism of Satan in the Bible, the devil, right? Yeah, in the Bible, Satan is the god of the world system. When you read it, it says Satan is the god of this world. Yeah, it's the symbols of the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are the gods of the money system in the world. The money system in the world. Everyone knows they control all the money in the world. They're the gods of the earth money system in the world, but they're not the true gods. These are the true gods. We're the gods from the heavens who created the universe. We're bigger than them. And it's what? I'm not selling the gates. You don't deserve to control my money, man. This is my money, it's not yours. Sarah? So I will be brave. Yeah, I'll be very brave. I'm like, no, I'm not selling to you, man. You know, once I know they're actually going to kill me, and that thought can be crushing, and I end up crying, man, after I leave the room. Because now I know that day is coming when they're going to kill me and everything will go black. That's a crushing thought, man. When you pay the fee, Ivan, will you be a little bit excited? A little bit, because I know once I get it over with, I'll be king. But, like, because I know I'm going to die and all stuff, it's going to be stressing for me. I'm going to be stressed out. And VJ will be annoying my sleep every night with her annoying crying, man. She's fucking evil, man. That woman, man. Yeah, man. She always weeps and cries to me every night. And then after that, she goes fucks guys after that. That's why I can't take this girl seriously, man. She's a crazy woman. And that's why I ignore you, VJ, when you cry to me, because I know you're going to keep banning guys behind my back after you cry. Because you're fucking crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that woman's mind. She's a crazy woman. Yeah, I have mental issues. I'm a bit fucked up in the head. But at least I'm faithful. You're a fucking cheating whore who keeps annoying my sleep every night, and you expect me to take you seriously when you cry to me. When you keep fucking guys after that, man. No, man, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm not gonna take you seriously. And it pisses her off, yeah. Every time Ivan sleeps, when I cry heavy tears at him, he just ignores me. Yes, because I know you're a cheating whore. You're gonna keep texting guys and ban him after that. So while you're crying me and saying you love me, you're texting those guys behind my back. You have all those texts on your phone. Texting those guys behind my back saying I love you and all that stuff behind my back. Because you're fucking crazy, man. And that's why I'm gonna get my girlfriend. If you're pissed off, it's too bad. I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. There you go. I'm not gonna listen to you either. There you go. Don't hate me, I'm sending you out. So I'm saying, hey, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my sandwich. Be back in a sec. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Let's give it a movie over way left alone. guys what? Don't like waiting. Skip the video, right? Don't hate me. I'm saying, yeah. You guys don't like waiting. Skip the video if you don't want to wait. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, do not let the gates do you, Ivan. They're multi-trillionaires. They have more than money in the bank. That money off the books for you and me, just not for them. So, Ivan, before you were born, the gatekeepers were on Wikipedia. Of course they were. They're on Wikipedia as the most powerful family in the world. Well, no, sorry, there was no internet back then, but once I was born, they decided to hide their wealth and act like they're regular people, but they're not. They're the gatekeepers. I figured out. If I'm God and I have a miracle, but that means they're not my real parents. And I figured out, yeah, I made my YouTube video. I only have 3 subscribers. They lock it as me. Yeah, they must be a real family. They're the gatekeepers, yeah. Even each family with gatekeepers. Most powerful families in the world, yeah. So, Ivan, you think George Lucas will tell you? Yeah, George Lucas will tell me, Ivan, you made the right choice not selling to your family, man. You have no idea how rich your the families are, man. They control all the money, all the hundreds of trillions made around the world. They control it all. They take a piece of it. They're worth their tens of trillions, if not hundreds. They're worth their like 100 trillion plus, Ivan. They're fucking rich. They probably have like 80, 100, 150 trillion in the bank. They're rich, Ivan. 50, 60 trillion. They're fucking rich. They would have duped you, Ivan. Yeah, they have all that money. They would have taken all your money and given you peanuts. Yeah. That's why I gotta give you the keys, Ivan. That way the gates don't dupe you. Sorry. That's why I gotta give you the keys, Ivan. That way the gates don't dupe you. You can control your money and make your blades. Some Sarah? That's why I gotta give you the keys, Ivan. That was a good egg sandwich. I'll wait the gates don't dupe you. Do the gates take all the money made around the world? No. Because they have bills to pay. They have bills to pay, but they take a piece of it. A piece of, I don't know, the $400, $300 trillion made around the world. The Gates take a piece of that, maybe 10 trillion of that, 20 trillion of that they take. And you make all that money, you think I'm going to sell to you and have you do me? No fucking way. You make more enough money, the money off the book is for me, it's not for you. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. Don't hate me, yeah. So VJ will be shocked by her family's wealth. Yeah, she will. You know, as her family tells her, once the Gates sit me upstairs, VJ's family's true nature will come out too, obviously. And VJ will find out how rich her family is. Yeah, VJ, we're the gatekeepers. You're the fucking gatekeepers. Yeah, VJ, we own Hollywood. So you own Hollywood, and this whole time you could have opened the door for me. You could have had me successful. And you locked the doors on me. And you had all the dolls come out to me, the cosmetics and Ivan's like, yeah, VJ, we wanted you to pay to be with your husband and all that stuff. VJ's shocked by how wealthy her family is, how wealthy her sister is. Her sister has a huge will, man. Probably like a 500 billion, 1 trillion will her sister has. Something crazy. My brothers probably have a 500 billion, 1 trillion will. Perhaps even more. They have a massive will. Yeah. He's like, what the fuck? You're this rich and you had me buy this house and pay all the bills. Yeah, VJ, we don't like you. We have to hide our wealth. And VJ will find out everything. That's why he wants everything. VJ's running with me. She's taking her things and she's running with Ivan, yeah. Her husband, yeah. Running with me wants to pay the fee, man, yeah. That's why she cries to me desperately. Because she knows her family's reprobate. They're never going to let her be with me. And they're never going to let her make her money. They lock the doors on her. Because her mother is the gatekeeper, too. She told all the executives in Hollywood, yeah, lock the doors on me. You don't want her to be successful. Yeah, she obviously told them that. Because her mother is the boss. She owns all of Hollywood with my family, right? Both me and VJ's family, they own Hollywood. They own everything in the world. They're fucking rich. That's why when I make videos on YouTube, I can't make any money. Because they control all the money in the world. Yeah, I don't want Ivan making money. I can't make my money. Because they control the money around the world, yeah. That's why God gave me the keys, and what the gates don't do me. Open my own door. Even though everyone hates you with the keys, Ivan, just know they're only hating on you because they're envious. They know the keys, I can easily open my door easily, I can make my billions. They can't. So I'm saying, that's why they hate on you with the keys, Ivan. Because it's easy money. I can open my own door so easily, yeah. Easy money. Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah. So VJ will find out how rich her sister is. Yes, she will. I pay to feed her sister, yeah. She finds out her sister has a huge will. Well, I don't know. Her sister might not tell her that she has a will, but she'll figure it out, yeah. If my family of gatekeepers, that means Madison Reed has a will, a huge will, yeah. And my brothers have a huge will, too. That's why the whole thing about them playing in the CFL and everything, the whole thing was an act, man. Yeah. My brothers are worth more than the entire CFL. The whole thing was an act, yeah. Because the Gates hid their wealth from me, yeah. The whole thing was an act. Yeah. VJ's sister and my brothers are richer than all Hollywood celebrities. Because they're the sons of the gatekeepers, right? The daughters and sons of the gatekeepers are loaded. Yeah. VJ's sister is bigger than all the Hollywood executives in Hollywood. Crazy. Yeah, she's bigger than them. My brothers are bigger than them. Yeah, crazy story. Yeah, it's crazy. But they have to act and hide their wealth. They hid their wealth from both of us. Yeah. That makes sense. Yes, VJ. There's a reason why we're born in these families. They're a special family. If we're God, that means we're related to them. There has to be a significance of us being born to this family. They must be a special family. I figured it out. They're the gatekeepers. They own everything in the world. Everything. You know. Are more accurate, they control all the money in the world. All the money that's made around the world, they control it all. Everything. And they take a piece of it. A piece of it. As they're making their trillions every year. Yeah, a lot of money. And you're really going to make a big deal if you're making, I don't know, $20 on my book. No way, you're not touching $1 on my book, man. Zero. Advice for me, VJ, it's not for you, Samsara. Don't hate them, Senya. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why VJ's so desperate. Yeah, man. VJ got duped by the gates, man. It's sad, huh? Yeah, she got duped, man. She sold out. Yeah, man. She sold out and she got duped by the gates. And yeah, they control her money, and that's why she's crying to me, Ivan, man, get me out of here. I fucked up. Yeah. You fucked up, and now you're crying to me to get you out because you know I didn't sell. I wrote my book that I have the keys. That's billions for me. You want a piece of my billions off my book, and you want me to get you out of Hollywood. That way you can be free with me. Yeah. That's why she cries every tears. And she loves me. She wants to be with me, and she also wants to see the light. She doesn't like seeing hell. Those are the reasons why she cries. Personal reasons and professional reasons. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on that life with Ivan being king, the most famous movie star in the world. He has his own company, Baron Hollywood. He's free. He signs his mega deal Amazon. He makes his billions out of movies, whereas I'm making my 500K, 350, 400K for my movies in Hollywood. Yeah, should be crushed, VJ. That's why she cries every day, but she's desperate. I told you, I can't take her seriously when she cries me because she keeps fucking guys after that, man. That's why when she cries every day, I just ignore her. Because she's a crazy woman. She's gonna keep banning guys after that. That's why I can't take her seriously. She's a crazy woman, VJ, man. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with that woman's mind, man. She's crazy, man. Cry every tears and say you love me, and you go and take off your clothes and fuck the guys after that, man. You're fucking crazy. And you're really gonna give me hell for doing one shit? No, I'll ignore you, and karma's a bitch. There you go. Don't hate me, Jim. Saying, yeah. My next smoke I'm gonna have outside, guys. I don't want to smoke too much. The folks are gonna give me shit. Yeah. Yeah. So you're gonna hire a 7-team. Yes, when I start name with VJ, I'm gonna hire a 7-team, 2 secretaries who worked for the Hollywood companies, an accountant who worked for the Hollywood companies, a head of production, and a lawyer. They're gonna be my assistant producers. I'm gonna hire 2 presidents who worked for the Hollywood companies, but you have to work for the big 5. That way, me and VJ don't have to look as much resumes. Will you have assistants, Ivan? Yeah, I might have 2 assistants maybe work for me. You can have 2 guys be your assistants, pay them $300K. Yeah. Yeah. So I might have a 9 team, right? Yeah. The secretaries, I'll pay them a $1 million yearly salary for 4 years. That's $4 million for 4 years. And then they get a $4 million bonus, which is nice. That's $2.4 million in your bank. That way the secretaries can put a down payment on the house. They can buy their house right away, buy their cars right away. They're nice, like $100,000 cars they can buy, and they can feed their family, and they get their bi-weekly $50,000, $25,000 check every 2 weeks for the 1 year. They get $1 million per year for the 4 years. That's $4 million. I'll give them $6 million of the back end box office. Yeah. And the other 3 get $2 million yearly salary, $8 million for the 4 years of Xanus, and they get a $12 million bonus. Sorry, $6 million bonus, and $12 million of the box office. That's a good deal for them. They also get their bonus after filming, $250K, $150K for the secondaries. You have 3, and the presidents and various you want to hire. I don't know, Jon Favreau, Peter Rice, Dave Filoni, the Russo brothers, Zack Snyder, Michael Bay, all those guys, right? James Gunn, Peter Safran are good too, but the problem with those guys is they're signed on with DC. But I told you they'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood because they know what I'm getting. Their DC brand is now the side attention. Yeah. Whereas my Zane's movie is the main event. My Zane's franchise is the main event. Yeah. No, I can pay them more too, right? 24 million bonus for James Gunn, like a 4 million yearly salary for the first year, 2.7 million for the other years. You give him like 65 million in the back end. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. James Gunn, yeah, it's a massive contract for him. But the 7 team have to live in Vancouver. It's mandatory. You have to live in Vancouver. My team has to live in Vancouver. I don't want you being distracted. Yeah, if you guys own a house in if you guys own a house in America, I recommend you sell it. Either sell it or rent it out. That way you make some nice money for yourself. But you have to live in Vancouver. I don't want you being away from your families. I don't want you guys to be affected by the rates. The actors, it's fine. They can be affected by the rates. Whereas you guys, I don't want you being affected by the rates. And that's why you have to live in Vancouver. That way you get your full Canadian money. Samsara? Yeah. And me and Regis, we have our own team. You know how Nitus has his own team for his lightsaber company? Yeah, me and Regis have our own team. Yeah, we have our own team, obviously. Except Nitus is not paying his team the kind of money I'm paying my team. Nitus can't afford to pay his team. He doesn't even have that in his bank. But because I'm a multi-billionaire, me and Regis are multi-billionaires, we pay the team their millions. They sign massive contracts. Will you make your team's salaries public? Nah, the team you don't have to make it public. The actors you can make it public and the directors, but not the team. The team just keep it behind closed doors, right? Yeah. And to have your 7 team have help, make sure you have the Hollywood guys help them out. So if Guillermo del Toro's hired, when Guillermo del Toro's hired and Barry Oswald and Fran and all them, if I choose Peter, those guys will be helping out my 17 with the calls. That way they have help. And it's enough people, right? Yeah, for the calls. I'm sorry? Yeah. And Xanus I'll make for $1.8 billion. $1.8 billion I'll make Xanus for. Yeah. $1.8 billion for the movie and $500 million for the game. That's what we're looking at on her movie, man. An amazing movie. Ayrton, them demons. The bats, demons. He feeds us and the bats were devils. Yeah, looking at a sick movie. Masterpiece of a story. You'll see why I'm going to read my book, guys. I wrote a masterpiece. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, man. A masterpiece. A masterpiece. Yeah, man. A masterpiece. A masterpiece. There's a reason why the Gay Smoking Joy ran out. I know how good it is. Because I overheard my stepfather. He's like, how the heck can you write a book like that? Come up with a story like that? Yeah, when they read it in my book, they were obviously shocked. Holy shit, man. Ivan wrote a masterpiece, man. His book is buried in all these books. Yeah, all these fantasy novels. Yeah, buried in all the fantasy novels. It's a masterpiece. That's why they want to control it, Ivan. Because they know it's going to be a very popular brand. Yeah, Ivan did it, man. He has the keys to the kingdom. He wrote his masterpiece. He owns the right to his book. He doesn't sell to us. That's billions for him and VJ. And with that money, they can start doing homes go buried in Hollywood. So they can self-finance their movie and their game. And sell their merch and sign that mega deal with Amazon. Yeah, that mega deal with 80-20 deal with Amazon. We signed you, VJ. Yeah, huge deal. And the game deal too, right? With Microsoft and Sony. Yeah. The games don't want me VJ to be that successful. That's why they want me to sell. Because if I sell, they know that they control my money. They're going to lock the doors on me and VJ and give us peanuts. They won't let us be billionaires. I'm not stupid, man. I figured it out. You won't let VJ be worth even $50 million. I'm not going to let you do that. No way. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, man. After this, I'm going to watch some Rad. Really, Ivan? Yeah, Rad. Watch some Rad. On part 10. I watched 30 minutes of part 10 yesterday. I finished part 9, and I watched like 34 minutes of part 10, and I went to bed. Today I'll finish part 10. Well, rather than upload part 11 today, did he? Let me check. No, he didn't. So I'm caught up. I finally caught up. I was like 2 videos behind before, but I eventually caught up. I'm in part 10. So I'll finish part 10 tonight. Then part 11 comes out tomorrow. I'll watch that. Part 11 tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why the game's more enjoyable than Ivan. They know how good it is. Yeah. I'll have this one smoke, and after that, at the 1 hour mark, I'll smoke 2 outside. I don't want to smoke too much, man. The gates, the step family are gonna what? They can give me shit. You know. So Xanus remaster Ivan, yeah, I'm putting $1 billion towards special effects and visual effects, man. And I showed you guys the demonic characters looking at demons in my movie. That's why Xanus a lot crazy worldwide buzz, man. It's been crazy. Crazy worldwide buzz, man. It's crazy, yeah. Crazy worldwide buzz. Xanus will have, yeah, man. Something. That's why Peter Jackson, if he's chosen Mel Gibson, they want a bigger chunk of the pie. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not paying you more money, man. Yeah. If I make 20 off the book, Peter signed his 1.3 billion Canadian deal, which is a 1.6 billion New Zealand deal. I'm not, Ivan, what about like 2 billion, a $2 billion deal? I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay more money, man. Like, this is good enough. I never just message you, man. This is the money for me. I'm walking away with like 800 million in my bank. Yeah, you're walking away with like 800 million in your bank. 820 million. His agent takes like, I don't know, like 90 million of the money. And Peter, 16 billion after taxes, 1.6 billion after taxes is 900 million. So his agent takes 10% of that. That's 90 million. And Peter makes his 820. 810, about 810 million off the movie and the merch in the game. That's a good contract. That's not money for me. I'm just being greedy. Yeah, but you're stop being greedy. So I'm saying. But chances are Peter will make his like a billion, about 980 million deal. He signed like a 1.2 billion deal. But I think I'm gonna make probably 14 around there. So if I make 14, Peter gets his 700 million, but he doesn't get a piece of the game, and it's 180 million for the merch. Or you can give him 200 million for the merch if you want a bit more. That way, you keep him more happy. And Peter signed his like 900 million, his billion like Canadian deal, which is like a 1.25 billion deal in his New Zealand money. Walking away with like 700 million in his bank. 680 million back, whatever it is, after his agent. A lot of money for Peter, yeah. But Peter wants more. He wants 800, 900 million back. He's greedy. Yeah, he wants more money back. I can tell that. I'm like, Peter, no, I'm not paying you dollars. I'm being greedy. I'm just messing you, man. This is not money for me. This is more than what I made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Yes, Peter. This is more than what you made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. It's a deal, Ivan. Sign me up. And you're giving me that unlimited budget, 1 million without budget. I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. I'm excited. Sign me up, Ivan. He's all excited. He signs that contract. Peter, yeah. His agent, Ivan, that's good deal for Peter, Ivan. Like a 1.25 billion deal. Holy shit. $1 billion deal in Canadian money. A 1.25 billion deal in New Zealand money. Holy shit, that's a lot of money for Peter. Yeah, that's a lot of gold. I know, Peter. That's a lot of gold. So I think Peter's greedy. Yeah, he's a greedy pig. He's greedy. He's bizarre. Yeah. 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 All right, how much money do you think you'll make off your movie? I don't know, maybe like 7 billion. I might make more. I might make maybe 10. I don't know, but most likely 6 to 7 billion I make off Xanus around there. 7 billion maybe I make off Xanus in profit. Yeah. Because Amazon and me and Vijay were paying like billions in taxes, and Amazon takes their 20% cut. So I might make maybe my 7 billion, 6.8 billion off the movie. But like, if you include Peter Jackson's 700 million and all the actors' royalties, members of your team royalties, that's like I don't know, like 900, like 50 million, $1 billion of my money gone. I'm like, yeah, about $1 billion. So if I make 6.8, me and Vijay might make 5.8 billion in profit after all of the fees, all the royalties going towards the actors in your 17 and Peter and all of them. Yeah, we make like our like 800 million of our money is gone. No, more than 800 million, like 900 million of our money is gone. We made like our 5.9. But a $5.9 billion pay on a $1.8 billion investment is $3 billion in profit. $4 billion in profit, if my math is right? Yeah, $4 billion in profit. That's a good paycheck. Nice return on our investment. But after that, I'm never making a movie that much ever again, right? Xanus is a special story. That's why I'm making that much money. 1.8 plus 4. Yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at math, guys. So if me and Vijay make 5.8 billion off the movie after all the fees and everything, we made 4 billion in profit. And we're also going to make our billions off the merchandise. And we're going to make our billions off the game. It was a good investment. We made I don't know. Me and Vijay make our 17, 18 billion off the movie merchant game. Yeah. That's why Peter Jackson wants a bigger chunk of that. He's greedy. He wants more of the money. Ivan, what about like $1 billion for the movie and like 600 million for the game? And like 600 million for the merge. I'm like, Peter, man, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you that, man. I'm not going to give you that much of the money. You're fucking crazy. You're not worth that. You're big. Ivan, I'm big. Yeah, you may be big, Peter, but you're not me and Vijay, man. I'm paying you enough. I'm not going to let you do that, man. I'm not going to overpay you and have you rip me off. What I'm paying you is enough. You don't make this in Hollywood. You didn't make this for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, for Lord of the Rings, I only made $250 million. Yes, you only made your $250 million for Lord of the Rings. I'm giving you $700 million of the back end profits for the box office, and you get your $200 million for the game. You signed your what? Like 1.1 billion Canadian deal, which is like a 1.3 billion deal in what? In your what? 85 plus 200 100 plus 700. Yeah, Peter signed about a 985 million deal in Canadian money. So about $1 billion deal in Canadian money, which is like 1.25 billion in New Zealand money, whatever it is, right? Because chances are I won't make my 20. I'm most likely gonna make my 10 to 14. So 985 deal for Peter in Canadian money. Yeah, Peter signed a one. I was right. Peter signed a 1.2 billion deal. Yeah, a 1.2 billion deal, which is like 720 million after taxes. So Peter's walking away with 600 millions, about 600 million is bank after tax. A lot of money for Peter. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. For Lord of the Rings, he made like his 100, I don't know, 40 million after taxes. And for my movie, he's making 600 million plus after taxes. Because he's greedy, he wants more. He wants 700, 800, 900 million in his bag. He's greedy, Peter. Can I have more than that? I'm like, no, Peter. I'm not going to pay you more. You're fucking greedy. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'm just messing with you, man. This is more than money for me. Yes, Peter. This is more than money for you, Samsara. Yeah. Stop being greedy. Samsara? Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna go outside and have my smoke. Then I'll come back inside. I'll talk for maybe another 15-20 minutes. I'm done the video, guys. Then I'll upload the video. I'll take a shower. I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And after that, I'm gonna watch some Brad finish his Assassin's Creed Part 10. It's a sick game. I like the game. Really good game. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Don't hate them, son. Scary, don't really laugh aloud. Back in a sec, guys. You don't want to wait, guys. Skip the video. I'm sorry. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. I went outside to have a smoke. I had to take a leak first. I went outside to have my smoke. It's cold today, man. I'm gonna wear my robe. It's fucking cold. Yeah. You guys don't like waiting, just skip the video, as you guys probably do, right? Skip the video. And when you see me in the video, then that's when you know I arrive back to my room. Yeah. Yeah, but Xanus will be a masterpiece, man. You're looking at demons. I'm going to show you Eratet again. I'm going to show Johan Alan Lee and Peter or Mel Gibson these pictures of what they know. I want Eratet 2.5, 3 times scarier than this. Push it to the limit, make him as scary as possible. I want Ephesus scarier than that being an animal. Peter, I can picture Ephesus looking like this. I know, Peter. He's like, Ivan, you're all prepped. I know I'm prepped. I'm prepped. So, Sarah? Eratet, the king of the south, guys. Look at that. Demon that, man. Yeah, man. For the wolves. Demons. Yeah. Eratet, guys. Yeah, imagine demons like that. It's scarier than that, man. I'm putting $1 billion towards special effects. So you do the math how scary Eratet is. Look at that, man. He's a devil. Yeah, see that? Let me bring it closer. That you guys see what I'm talking about. Yeah. He's a demon. Shows on how an Ali, I even know what they know. You're a concert artist? Yeah. And then for the bats, for Ephesus, I'm thinking of something like this, the devil being an Annabelle. Yeah, devil like that. The demon king bat in the mountains. And that's what I'm thinking of for the costumes and the mask that the actors are going to wear. They wear the costume and they put the mask on them. So this mask looks more professional than the ones in Lord of the Rings. The ones in Lord of the Rings looks way too natural, whereas this one looks top notch. It's a better quality than this because I'm putting, I don't know, $60 million towards all that. And you apply the $330 million towards the $300+ million towards visual effects, and they're demons. Yeah, like that for Ephesus. Because I'm not gonna picture Ephesus look like that. I know, Peter. It looks like top notch. Yeah, man. That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece. Looking at devils. Yeah, man. That's why those Xanus guys are lucky. That's a good example for Ephesus too. See that? You can show John Howley the other picture and this picture too if you want. For this one, I'm thinking of more for like maybe the civilians, the bats in the caves, and the other one you can have Ephesus like that. Looking at demons of this guy's, man, for my movie. I'm scarier than this. That's why Xanus will have a crazy worldwide buzz, man. Yeah, man. They're demons. Peter, Ivan, like, those are going to be devils, man. I know, Peter. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're looking at a masterpiece. This is Bro of the Rings. All right, no, Peter, it's Bro of the Rings. Ivan, can I get, like, a bit more of that? I'm like, no, Peter, man. Stop being greedy. What I'm paying is, I'm just matching, man. I'm just greedy, man. I want to make a chunk of that. I was like, he's greedy, Peter. Peter's a greedy pig. He's a greedy pig, Peter. Yeah, man. No, he's like, Ivan, seriously, man, imagine, like, the actors, they wear that mask and the costume like that, and you apply, because it's actually less than 333, because me and Peter are going to be purchasing or renting the visual effects equipment. If you want to get the best stuff, that might cost me maybe $20-25 million for all the best stuff for the visual effects team to work with. So I end up putting, like, like 310 instead of 333. Because the money towards visual effects, renting the equipment or buying the equipment, that's a part of the budget, right, for the visual effects, obviously. I'll just say a billion. Let's say it costs me and Peter and all of them $30 million. It costs me and Peter $30 million to get the best visual effects equipment for the special effects team to work with. That's $970 million. So $970 million divided by 3. $970 million divided by 3. $323 million. Yeah. So instead of putting 333, I'll be putting 323 million around there towards each movie. So you do the math how scary Eric and them are. They're devils and demons, yeah man. They're devils and demons, yeah. I showed you guys the pictures, right? Yeah, think of demons like that. And for my world, I'll show John how I'll lead my idea for my world. Peter's like, that's beautiful. I know, Peter. The mist veils the south. You think it's like the north, but it's not like the north. Yeah, the mist deceives you into thinking it's like the north, but the south is cursed. You have a beautiful world like this from my movie. Look at that. Show John Ali that what they know. That's beautiful. And I was like, I tell Peter that. Holy shit. That's beautiful. I know, Peter. You know what I'm saying? All the wolves live in Barack. I'm like, yeah, Peter, the demon wolves live in Barack. Yeah, something talking about like that. Yeah, man. That's why Xanus will be a masterpiece, man. A fucking amazing movie. A 1.8 but not budget movie. That's why I guarantee we'll go war touring for Xanus. People are going to be calling my office and they're going to want to interview me, VJ, and the actors. Yeah, we want to interview Ivan, VJ, Peter, Guillermo Toro, and all the actors, and some of the actors. Because I can't bring all the actors with me. I can only bring maybe 10 actors with me. 10, 11 actors, and that's it. I'm not bringing all the stars, right? Xanus will have like 35 characters in the movie. But the major ones are like the main 14 stars, and the other ones are a bit more minor. So I'm saying, huh? Pretty major, but not as major, right? Yeah, that's why Xanus will have crazy white buzz. Yeah, man. Crazy white buzz. Yeah. So I'm saying, huh? Yeah, man. You'll finally appears my eye. If you have your demonic hair is looking like that, except scarier than that, you apply 323 million towards vision effects towards each of your movies. You're looking at Devil's Ivan. The world's gonna feel for you guys. I know. I'm looking at a masterpiece in the huge Exodus. You know, I'm saying they're all scared with torches in the caverns on in the mountains, and mosquitoes bite them the size of your hand. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, you're looking at a masterpiece. This is a deep, powerful story, Ivan. This is where Lord of the Rings are right up here. It's very Lord of the Rings. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's better than Lord of the Rings. It is better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, man. Better with Lord of the Rings. Yeah, man. And that's why those Xanus are so lucky, man. Those Xanus are lucky. That's why they're gonna beg after the journey's over with, because they had a blast, man. Being a part of that buzzing me, man. The world tour, if I go world touring, all the parties being featured on the magazine shoots with me, the commercials. They got paid more money than what they made in Hollywood. The luxury buffet. It's crazy. Yeah, man. You can barely you want, guys. You're not good for the great escape genres. I'm gonna keep saying that, man. Ivan, please. I'm like, look, man, your pity game's not gonna work on me. You're not good for the great escape genres. You're not good. You know? Yeah. You know? Yeah. So you're gonna show Peter Prince of Egypt? Yes. I'm gonna show Peter Prince. I'm gonna show Get Him All Torn Peter, the clip from Prince of Egypt. I'm thinking of somebody for the access. Okay, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ivan. So in the mountains, they have torches, and the mosquitoes bite them, and they're a bit scared. And you have the jaguars, and when they enter the city like Moria, the capital city like Moria, he feasts the king bat that mountain, and the bats are all sleeping in there, and they're demons, and attack his mouth to protect them. Yeah. And they're all scared with torches, Ivan, like 5,000 civilians. I'm like, yeah, producer, holy shit, I'm looking at our masterpiece. This is a deep, powerful story. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, this is going to be like the best movie trilogy ever made. I know, Peter. Ivan, how'd you come up with this story, man? Your story's a masterpiece, man. Your Xanus story's a masterpiece, Ivan. I don't know, Peter, I'm gifted. Ivan, you're gifted, man. I love your book, man. You wrote a masterpiece, man. I enjoy your book more than Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter, my book's better than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Ivan, you're a better author than J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah, I am. I'm a better author than J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah. Some Sarah? And that's why the gates want to control your brand, Ivan. They know how good. They know my book is a masterpiece. Yeah, Ivan wrote a masterpiece. The Wolves love his book. It's going to be more popular than Harry Potter. He's going to make his billion, I don't know, his $14 billion off the book. I don't want him and VJ having $14 billion in their bank and controlling their own money and then starting their own films with better my companies. Yeah, they have a psychotic greed and envy. But I don't have to sell you, but I have the keys. I'm not selling. I'm not going to let you destroy my life like that. No way. You're going to destroy my life if I sell you. You think I'm stupid? I'm not going to fucking share with the garbage wife. You're fucking crazy. And I don't get the genetic perks. And VJ's crying around us every night because she sees hell. Me and VJ have to be fresh relationship to work. That's why the whole thing is set up. You have to make a choice. I and VJ in the public eye, you never know it's like for them to have sex. And you have to let them make their free money. Nobody can touch them. Or you make them pay to be together. And if Ivan doesn't sell to the gates, the glory and fame, when he's king, the glory and fame that would have been the public eyes down behind the scenes, you're left behind. That's why the whole thing is set up. I'm a genius. You have to make a choice. You have to choose to either be saved and never know it's like for I and VJ to have sex, or see them have sex, but then you're no longer saved, you're not part of the glory, you're left behind. You made your choice. You guys chose the bullshit sex and being left behind over being saved and never know what it's like for Ivan and VJ to have bullshit sex. You guys are fucking crazy people. Yeah, my glory is worth much more than my fucking bullshit sex, guys. My sex is worthless, guys. Because every time when I have sex with a woman, when I pay the fee, my father will run away, man. And you guys are going to be pissed off. Yeah, Ivan set the whole thing. It'll finally hit your mind. Yeah, the whole thing is set up. Even though we saw Ivan have sex, his father kept running away. Yes, my father kept running away. You never saw my father. You're never going to see my father. The only way for you guys, don't hate me, to see the light and see my father, you have to be fresh. That's why VJ is the only one who can see me, because VJ is my spirit. She's my spirit, the spirit of God. She's from the heavens. That's why she's the only one who can see me. And you guys envy that. That's why you touched her. And you're like, you have to pay for that. Yeah, you guys are fucking crazy people. Yeah. There's a reason why you guys said he has to pay for that. Because you knew I would never make the other choice. Yeah, Ivan's not going to let us do it like that. He's not going to sell and share. We're going to destroy his life. Yeah, you're going to destroy my life if I sell and share. You're going to completely destroy my life. So I'm sorry, huh? Amen. Yeah. And that's why Zane's will be a masterpiece, man. A masterpiece. Yeah, man. A masterpiece. Yeah, man. A masterpiece, Xanus. A masterpiece. And that's why I'll have crazy white buzz. Crazy, yeah, man. Yeah. If you think all these YouTube movie punters go crazy for all these movies coming out, nothing. They're going bonkers for saying this. Bonkers, yeah. I showed you guys a picture. You're looking at demons' eyes. I'm scary than that. Demons. They're demons, yeah. Looking at a beautiful world building, yeah, beautiful world, my movie. Yeah, man. Yeah, so when the Sky Source Ames movie is greenlit, obviously, and Russell Crowe's agent calls my office, I'll tell my secretaries to tell Russell Crowe's agent, yeah, Ivan, Peter, and Guillermo Toro and Vijay are considering, and the casting director are considering Russell Crowe as Meramis, but he has to read for the part. And when Timothy Chalamet's agent calls, which his agent will call, my secretaries will tell Timothy Chalamet's agent, yeah, Ivan and Peter and Vijay are considering Timothy Chalamet's Papari, but he has to read for the part. Timothy Chalamet, I'll pay him 10.2 for his base. If he's chosen, I'll give him 60 million of the backhand profits. I can pay him 2.3 million for the game. I can give him $1.3 million, $1.2 million for the merch. That's a 30 million deal. Then Russell Crowe, which is like a 20 million deal in Canadian money, right? That's a good contract for Timothy Chalamet. And Russell Crowe, I can pay him his 18 million base, give him a 9.7 million bonus, and I can give him 55 million of the backhand. I can pay him his 3.5 million for the game. I can give him like 3.5 million for the merch. That's a good deal for Russell Crowe. He signed his 90 million deal, which is a 100 million deal in his Australian money. Because he lives in Australia, Australian money is not worth as much Canadian money, and so Russell Crowe is making more. A 90 million Canadian deal is a 100 million deal, 101 million deal, whatever it is in his Australian money. And so Russell Crowe signed a massive 100 million deal. He's shocked. He's like, holy shit. Like, you're signing me to a 90 million deal. Yeah, Russell Crowe, do you live in Australia? I live in Australia. Yeah, you're making your 100 million your Australian money. He's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. I don't make this in Hollywood, Ivan. His agent's all shocked. Holy shit, Ivan's going, he blows out of the water. Like, these actors don't make this in Hollywood. Yeah, I'm like, oh, he blows out of the water. Russell Crowe's getting paid, yeah. A 100 million deal, a 90 million deal. Please, Ivan, that's a good deal for Russell Crowe. That's a massive contract. Ivan, your company blows out of the water, man. The Hollywood actors don't make this, Ivan. I know, Peter. No, Ivan, seriously, man, your company blows out of the water, man. Like, my those actors made peanuts. They made nothing, Ivan. I know. I know, Peter. He's all shocked. Yeah, Ivan, Russell Crowe's good for Meramis, but you got to put more money into the budget to pay him, Ivan. Pay him his rich contract. You got to give him a nice piece of the backhand. People tell me, yeah, Peter, I can afford it. I'll put more money into the movie. Okay, Ivan. He's good for the role, Ivan, but he has to compete with other actors. Yeah, he has to compete with Don Cheadle and Vigo, obviously. Russell Crowe, I'm saying. But it'll help build buzz. That's why Peter might want Russell Crowe as Meramis. Ivan, Russell Crowe's going to help build more buzz, Ivan. He's a big, powerful actor. Maybe you should have him in the movie instead of Don Cheadle or Vigo, Ivan. Yeah, I know. But he's more expensive. I can easily afford it. Yeah. 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 Ivan, what about 70 million for Russell Crowe for the back end points? I'm like, guys, man, you're getting greedy. No, Russell Crowe's not worth it. Russell Crowe will probably be worth like his 130 million around by the time I start the process for Xanus. He's not getting any more than 55 million of the back end, man. I'm already giving a good chunk of my royalties away. I'm not giving Russell Crowe any more than 55 million of the back end. That's enough. What about 20 million of the back end for the game? 20 million for the game? I'm like, no. Russell Crowe gets his 3.5. That's good enough. Or you can pay him 4. Pay Russell Crowe his 4 for the game and give him 3.5 million for the merch. He signed his like 91 million deal. He's making his 100 like 2 million, 101 million in his Australian money. Massive contract for him, Sarah. But beware of the greedy agents, Ivan, the managers. They're greedy. Yeah, VJ, we have to beware of the greedy actors, agents, and managers. The greedy pigs. They're gonna try and suck more money out of the back end money for the movie merchant game because they're greedy pigs. They know that me and VJ are gonna make our blades of that, hence why they want a bigger chunk of that. They might try and get more money out of the promos too. What about 500K for the promos? I'm like, no. Russell Rowe gets his 200 plus thousand. Timothy Chalamet gets his 200 plus thousand for the promos. I'm not paying any more than that. In Hollywood, the actors make like 50, 100K for a magazine shoot. I'm not gonna pay Russell Crowe 500K for the promos. Are you fucking crazy, man? No, he gets his 200 plus $1,000. Timothy Chalamet gets his 200 plus $1,000 for the magazine promo shoots and the commercial. That's a good deal for them. That's a lot of money. They're just greedy pigs. The agents want more. Yo, Ivan, if Russell Crowe and Timothy Chalamet go speaking and they make like 700K, if you want 10% of that, yeah, you get your 10%. But the $2,000 gift card I'm giving them, you don't touch. That's a gift from the company. You're not touching that, guys. You're not getting your $200 off those guys, I'm saying. Everything else you get a piece of it, your 10%, whatever it is. But the $2,000 gift card you don't touch for the Xanus movies, I'm saying. Ivan, do we get $2,000 gift card? I'm like, no, you don't. The agents don't get a $2,000 gift card. You don't get a $2,000 gift card, I'm saying. Yeah. And that's why Scott is saying we burn Hollywood. And Xanus will be the best book ever written. In fact, it's not ever written. And the best movie shows ever made. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book. Anyways, guys, here's where I talk for about an hour and 3 minutes. That's good enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Stay tuned. I'll make another video tomorrow after my shift at Cocoa Fruity. This is Adam. I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Peace out. Don't hate me, I'm saying. Don't hate me.